What's the date?
No, start again.
It's November 12th. It's 12:07. I'm with my boy Poggio. I actually used to hate this kid. I met him at Bev Francis Powerhouse Gym in like 2011, and he was the most arrogant asshole in the whole gym. He tried lifting like 315 pounds on like incline bench press with the worst form, but thought he did it anyway, and just made a lot of noise.
Live and learn.
But now he's lifting pretty smart. He's making all kinds of gains. We're going to the gym. We're meeting up with my friend Devlin too. And the funny thing is, if it wasn't for Devlin, I wouldn't even be in competitive bodybuilding. I went to see him compete in 2010, just as a supporter, as a friend. And I caught the bug seeing him on stage, and I decided to compete. So he was probably like the biggest influence on me getting into the whole competitive bodybuilding thing. So it's pretty cool. You guys will see him in the footage to come. And we're gonna train at ProFit Gym in Deer Park. It's a great gym, good facility. So we'll get it in. Hope you guys enjoy.
It's an old school lift.
Peace.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I wanted to do my first voiceover on this video here. Basically, this is just my last workout that I had on Long Island when I was living over there. Two of my really good buddies, John Poggio and Devlin Ramirez. So this is just a fun lift. Basically, we got a good chest and arm workout in. A lot of things weren't optimal for me. Those last 2 weeks in New York were pretty hectic from moving out of my previous apartment with my girlfriend at the time, and just getting a lot of things ready to move to Florida. Obviously, moving from New York to Florida isn't moving down the road, so there's a lot more planning going into it. But in terms of the workout, it was just a really good time. I had to connect with some of my buddies before basically saying goodbye, and I won't be seeing them for quite some time. But basically, we did some incline chest press. As I saw before, I really like that machine we used. Really targets the upper chest very, very well. We did some flat dumbbell presses. We got into some flies. We hit some machine presses as well that I didn't really show in the video. That's Jimmy, by the way, another WNBF competitor. He's like 70 years old, but he looks amazing. That's my boy Devlin Ramirez. He's the one who really got me into natural bodybuilding, which was really cool. And it was basically just a really fun lift. Nothing too intense. Sleep and nutrition wasn't on point, but just had a great time with my buddies. So just wanted to put this footage up there, show what was going on before I left. And I also have footage coming up in the same vlog of me training with Shevon Cunningham down in Orlando, Florida. So that's some really great footage. We used to train in New York every once in a while, and we linked up in Florida as well.
Sometimes I wish I could turn back time. Impossible as it may seem, but I wish I could.
American Idol, both approach.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Saturday, November 21st, and I'm finally down in Florida. Been living in Tampa for just under a week. My girlfriend and I moved here on Monday, so it's been a really busy but productive week. The move has went really well so far, so I'm very fortunate and blessed that everything worked out. And I signed up at Powerhouse North Tampa, which has been a great experience already. I already met some great people in the industry. I ran into Josh Vogel and his girlfriend Selena. They're very, very, welcoming and great people. I met Paul Revelia. I ran into Ben Escaro and Ryan Doris and their boy Reggie at Bed Bath & Beyond while shopping for some apartment goods. And last night I ran into Lane Norton, and I met Taryn and Gillis, which are two graduates from the University of Tampa's exercise and nutrition program that I'll be attending starting January. So that was really cool. It's been a really good environment so far. Very motivating to train in that gym, and I'm looking forward to to continue to grow and continue to push myself in this field. So right now I am driving an hour to Orlando to link up with my boy Shevon Cunningham. We used to link up every once in a while in New York to get a training session in. and he's actually in Orlando for the weekend for a wedding, so I figured it's definitely within driving distance. I might as well take the trip out, get some time in, catch up with a friend of mine, and get a great workout in. So he is the 5-time world champion. He is the BBC of Peace. So the footage should be great. We plan on getting in a back and shoulder workout. So I hope you guys enjoy the footage, and thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it.
So here's the footage of me and Siobhan training down in Florida. He let me lead the whole workout, which is great. I was able to stick to my normal routine. So we hit back and shoulders that day. We were supersetting some behind the neck lat pull downs with a hammer strength military press. Basically stuck to my program to the T, which was awesome. Here we're doing some neutral grip pull downs, and we also superset that with Arnold presses, which aren't shown. We got into some cable upright rows, supersetted with a front raise, and basically Siobhan does have one of the best physiques in the world, and he gets no recognition. So I definitely wanted to put this out there. This was exactly 1 week after WNBF Worlds, where he won the heavyweight class, and he was actually 22 pounds over stage weight here, and he still looks absolutely incredible in terms of conditioning. Obviously, he's not necessarily stage lean, but just the amount of detail and the roundness that he carries is pretty insane. So seeing it in person is just completely different. He has like a 4D look to him. It's just crazy. Super, super dense. And the coolest thing about Shevon, he's so humble, he's so down to earth. Always lets me get a training session in with him. And the fact that he's always open to learn, and he picks my brain and lets me lead the workout. So I got so much respect for Shevon, and we've been good friends for the last year now. So I'm just very happy to have that kind of relationship with him. We got into some deadlifts here, and Shevon actually told me he usually never deadlifts off the floor. He will do some rack pulls every once in a while, but he doesn't include deadlifting in his program too often. So I found that pretty interesting. He just looks crazy aesthetic here. It's pretty freaky, and for some reason in person it's just even more aesthetic. The camera doesn't capture everything perfectly. Over here we got into some lat pullovers with the dumbbell, really focusing on the lengthened position there. We supersetted that with front raises, lateral raises, and rear delt flies as well. So it was a great workout. Mixed some things up for Shevon. We did dumbbell rows a different way than he ever has done them before, really depressing the shoulder blade and rowing to the hip. So it was a great workout. We both push each other. I got some footage of me as well, but it doesn't really matter after seeing his physique. No reason to show mine. Hope you guys enjoyed.